What's going on, guys? Welcome back to 100% Chelsea, where Chelsea have just beaten Leicester 2-1 away at the King Power Stadium. We're through to semi-finals of the FA Cup. And to be honest, my thoughts of the game, I'm going to use a word I've been using a lot recently in the fan cams. I'm going to use the word scrappy. I thought we were the better team for long periods of the game, but our main problem was that we just struggled to break them down too much. I thought we were trying to do too much from a lot of players. But even then, on the positive side, I can say that a lot of players, I think, started to come back into form. There's been questions about Azpilicueta recently, questions about Christensen. I think they both had good games today. I thought Caballero was a bit shaky, but for the most part, he was solid. He was solid and did what he had to do, and he did it well. Victor Moses, on the other hand, I thought it's slightly better than the performance against Barca, but he still could have improved. I thought defensively he was pretty okay, did his job. Going forward, man, it was just the same old problems. Decision making was off, his touch was weak, his crossing was wayward. You just didn't see much from him. I was at the point where I was wanting Zappacosta to come on, because especially when we equalised, we need someone going forward. We needed someone who can move with the ball quickly, who can make decisions quickly, who can unleash a good cross. That's what Davide Zappacosta offers. And sadly, that's not what Victor Moses offers. But the one thing I can say for him, it was a better performance than Barca, so I'm hoping it's the case of baby steps. Moving on to the midfield, my man of the match today, N'Golo Kante. He looked like he was on a mission today. The guy never stopped for the whole 120 minutes. He just kept going and kept going and kept going. The way he drove with the ball forward, consistently pushing the team forward, making more chances, pushing more people forward. And then it's just the same old Kante, just easily intercepting the ball of the Leicester players time after time after time after again. We need to get a better midfielder next to him, because if you get someone like Arturo Vidal, someone else who can complement him, we're going to have a solid midfield. But then moving on to the other midfielder as well, Timu Bakayoko. I'm sorry, a lot of people are trying to tell me that he played well in the first half. He didn't. I thought he was still very shaky. His passing was off. His touch was weak. And let's be real, anytime he did make a successful pass, it didn't add anything to the game. All it did was just slow down the play. It was a pass sideways or a pass backwards. I didn't really see anything from him in the first half. Came off at half time. I think it had something to do with the yellow card. They had Conte probably thinking the Leicester players are going to target him. Perfectly understood, because let's be real, Bakayoko wasn't offering anything in the first half. But moving on to the front three, I thought Alvaro Morata, I'm glad he's got his first goal. Let's be real, I'm hoping it's the start of a run of form from him, but I still think overall his play could have improved. I thought he didn't really have the sort of bite that you expect from a striker. I thought he was still getting out-muscled very easily. But with me, it's like I'm hoping that goal gives him some sort of confidence. He is going to be off for the international break. He hasn't been picked in the Spain 11. So let's just hope for a star run to form for him. But something controversial that might be coming up today. I thought Eden Hazard was poor again. And I think it's been the case for a lot of games. He was poor against Barcelona. Man City, fair play, he was isolated, but he still didn't offer anything. And Manchester United, I thought he was poor as well. Yes, he was pretty good against Crystal Palace, but let's be real, it was a Crystal Palace side with a lot of injuries. It was expected for him to play well. But other than that, he's been off form for a while. I think it's the case of Hazard. He just overthinks and he overthinks and he overthinks. He just needs to be more simple, just use more of his instinct, because let's be real, Eden Hazard is one of the best players in the world. If he goes into that instinct, if he plays like he's played against Arsenal, like he plays against Spurs, like he plays against those big teams, you will start to see the real Eden Hazard. I thought it's just a case of overthinking and just looking for the pass too often. He has a good shot in him, he just needs to know how to take it. Moving on to the last player though, Willian. Same old, I thought he's in the form of his life right now. Same with Kante, the way they just drive through players, the way they keep pushing the ball forward. That's what we need to see more of, and that's what you want to see from Eden Hazard as well. I think Willian's been showing him up recently. But yeah, regardless of all that, because I'm starting to sound a little bit negative, we're through. We dominated Leicester. We got Southampton in the FA Cup. Easiest choice out of the three. If we don't make it to the FA Cup final, we don't deserve to. Southampton should be a win. And yeah, we got Spurs next. Let's see if we can beat them. But guys, if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to 100% Chelsea. All social media links will be down in the description below for Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter and Instagram. And I'll see you guys at Tottenham. Let's hope we beat them, because the top four's on the line. Up the Chelsea!